And God brings this to a conclusion. We have to realize that as a result of that, that there is resting from the fear of man. God brings you to a point where you don't have to any longer fear man. And I don't want you to see this and think that it's talking about somehow you overcoming your giants. Too often we put ourselves in the place where we're the hero of the story. We're the hero of the Bible. God is the hero of the Bible. We cannot forget that. And so I don't want you to look at this and see how you can overcome your giants. The reality is that God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, and He is adequate, just like He was adequate to overcome the fears of the Israelites in that day. And then we get to the very last verse. And it says, "So Joshua took the whole land, according to all that the Lord had spoken, gave it for an inheritance to Israel, according to their tribal allotments, and the land had rest from war." Joshua obediently persevered. He did what he was supposed to do, what God had given him to do. And the land had rest. And this is just a foreshadowing of what is to come. There is another rest for the people of God. In fact, if we went over to the book of Hebrews, we would read these words: "Therefore, while the promise of entering His rest still stands, let us fear lest any of you should seem to have failed to reach it." He's calling us to persevere for something that is yet to come. And going down into verse 8 of chapter 4 there in Hebrews, it says, "For if Joshua had given them rest, God would not have spoken of another day later on. So then there remains a Sabbath rest for the people of God. For whoever has entered God's rest has also rested from his works as God did from His. Let us therefore strive to enter that rest, so that disobedience. For God's word, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the division of soul and of spirit and of joints and of